Colin in Ruislip. Colin, good evening.
Good evening. I'll be as quick as I can. I order food for delivery. So I go to a restaurant, I want my food. If I want to collect it, I phone the restaurant. If I want it delivered, I have to go to a site, one of these bike companies. I ordered food last week, and the food arrived.
Are you talking about, don't name the specific app, but are you talking about an app like Deliveroo or Uber Eats, that sort of app?
Something like that, yeah. So I went, but when you go to the restaurant, that's how you have to order it through them. You can't order it in the restaurant, deal with it. You order it directly through them. So I ordered some food from that restaurant through this company. When it arrived, it was cold. So I then phoned the restaurant and said, hey, this food's cold, I can't eat this. I said, I want some hot stuff. He said, you'll have to phone the company that delivers it. But I said, you supplied the food, my contract's with you. He said, no, if you come and collect it, then it probably will be. But he said, it's got nothing to do with me the time it gets to you. He said it was hot when we gave it to them.
Okay, so when you place an order through these apps, you're typically entering into a contract with the restaurant, not the app company, not the technology company behind the app. Because the technology company that runs the app, let's say it's either Deliveroo or Uber Eats, other apps are available, acts as an agent for the restaurant in the transaction. Although you pay the app, they're doing it as the agent for the restaurant. It's the restaurant who is your contractual partner and has the job to deliver the food hot. If they don't deliver the food hot, it is the restaurant that is legally responsible. Now, all they have to do, Colin, is take reasonable efforts to deliver the food hot. So, for example, if you phone, you're based in Ruislip, if you phone, what sort of food do you like, Colin?
It was a kebab.
All right. If you phone a Greek restaurant in Aberystwyth and order your food, and it turns up cold, that's not surprising. And the restaurant could have used all the reasonable care in the world to get it to you, but it's still going to be a 6-hour trip, and that food's going to be cold. But if it's a local restaurant, it's the restaurant's responsibility to get it to you hot. If they fail to take reasonable care in doing so, it's their problem. And if their agents fail to take reasonable care in doing so, it's the restaurant that's responsible.
But how do you get your money back? Because you've got to get it back from the agent, not the restaurant. Well, because the restaurant, I would think, is about 10 minutes away from where I live. The app will give you a delivery time, so you don't know whether by the time they've got it out to their drivers, they could go. I assume when the driver goes there between that time window, they go there and pick it up. If they pick up 2 or 3 orders, it could be sitting on the back of their bike for 20 minutes.
I totally agree with you, but ultimately, it's the restaurant that is legally responsible and the restaurant that has to refund you if the food turns up cold. By the way, if the food does turn up cold, and this is a restaurant you order from regularly, what a silly bunch of people for not saying, sorry, Colin, we'll give you the next meal for free.
But then, yes, I'll have to. But then if I wanted it free, I'd probably have to go and collect it.
Yes, you probably would.
But no. Okay, so next time if it happens again, I will tell it's your responsibility now, and I'll tell him that I've had it on good authority.
Well, it comes no better authority than LBC, Colin. But I am getting a few texts coming in and WhatsApp messages. Bruce has said that the app will refund it if they believe you that the food turned up cold. And also Bruce, I assume it's the same Bruce, has said on the app there's a help button that asks if the food was cold or missing. And the app will often just issue a refund and use its own AI system to decide the plausibility of you telling the truth and issue a refund if it believes you. Have you tried looking at the app?
I haven't tried that, for the simple fact is if you then go through that to get a refund, by the time you order your food again, you've got to pay for it again to get it delivered another half an hour later.
All right, Colin, I wish I could control the weather. I wish I could control the temperature. I'm afraid I wish I could control every delivery driver's route. All I can control is what the law says.